Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to another Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa Let's Play. We're of course still playing as the Germans, guys, and I'm going to try to play a few cards this turn. We've actually been getting a lot of people saying we should go ahead and try to play our Blitzkrieg turns. Sadly, we have no units selectable, but what we might be able to do is get the Luftwaffe here and bring some tactical support. Let's play the card, and I think we can definitely help out our 18th Army or our Panzer Group in HQ, which is also pretty good. I'm going to play it on the Panzer Group in HQ. We'll receive dedicated tactical air support, which will continue until changed. So there we go, guys. We're going to be getting some awesome tactical air support. We might also be able to resupply some armies. Let's take a look at the armies that are doing not so great, and actually they're all doing pretty well. I guess we should just wait on the resupply. Then again, we could use a resupply here, and as you can see, 1,320 pallets of ammunition have been airdropped by Luftflotte 4. 16 divisions have benefited. So let's go ahead and actually get into the battle now. Enough with these damn cards, and hopefully we're going to go ahead and do really well against the enemy here. Let me take a look here. I like to have the mini-map up. This is one thing I've started to do. One thing I want to do is, of course, get rid of this unit. We are trying to go towards Riga, and Riga is right here. I'm pretty sure, actually, the fortifications of Riga are right here. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, almost certain that that's Riga. Riga might actually be a little more farther up here. But we're going to break through, and I think the best way to do that is, first of all, we want to start getting our units right here up against the enemy infantry units, and I want to attack with as many infantry units as possible just to break out of this circle. So I'm actually going to go ahead and hit them hard, and we really do want to get to those generals mainly. This is a decent start. There we go, not bad. And let's see what we can do to these guys right here. Try to do a little bit more damage. But with this one, I'm only going to take 2 units. Hope this is enough to break these guys' spirit. Well, they retreated. That's not bad, guys, once again. So we're going to keep trying to stack them in and just basically get them stuck in here so that they have nowhere to move. And I'm going to go ahead, once again, I'm going to try to hit this unit. And we just don't have enough people to hit it because of the action points. What about this unit? There's a possibility here. Is that we could break through here? I think it's pretty low, though. We do have a tank here, and since the enemy only has 1 tank unit and he's pretty badly damaged, I'm going to go ahead and attack. Some of you may think this is a terrible idea, but you know what? We learn from our mistakes, don't we? Well, not always. In that case, we retreated. It's actually our first retreat on an offensive, so we want to be a little bit careful here. Let's try to finish off these units here. I'm going to go ahead and hit them with all 3 of our infantry, and I'm pretty sure they're going to retreat back to Riga. Sure enough, that's exactly what they're going to do. I want to try to cut them off as much as possible, so if I can move any of these infantry units there, I will. There we go. And let's go ahead and hit the final stack here to the north. 3 on 3 seems pretty fair. Forward, men! Awesome, guys. The enemy is retreating. I don't see where they can retreat to, though. I guess they're going to move north towards Windau. That makes sense. Alright. If we can, I'll move this guy up. Beautiful. And I think our generals are in a decent location right now. We could actually go in and hit this tank, which I definitely will do. We'll hit him with 3 units and really try to do some serious damage here. Beautiful. He's retreating and he's nearly broken, guys. I want to see if I can actually get one of these infantry units to break through and get to... What is this over here? I cannot see the full name. Daugavas? No, that can't be correct. And this is actually in a different theater, so we won't use him to move. We'll move this guy over here and keep him in his own theater. Same with these guys. And there's a general right there, so if I could get an attack, I would... be very proud of my men. I'm just not sure if they can actually make it through. Now, these guys, I'm tempted to break through. But, once again, probably better to just cut through here. And we're going to be able to hit their HQs for quite a lot of damage. So let's go ahead. First, I'm going to hit the rear HQ here, led by Morozov. There's 2 HQs here, and we're going to hit them with everything we have. 176, and we'll go ahead and attack. Here we go, guys. We're making some HQs retreat, and actually, one of them is down to 0. I'm guessing that means we destroyed it. I'm hoping. And over here, we could still take out this unit. Let's just send in 1 tank and 1 infantry. We do want to totally finish them off, but I'd like to have 1 tank left over to carry on the attack against the enemy HQ. There we go. Another retreat. Let's start moving these guys forward. Actually going to send this guy a little behind the lines. Don't really need to do that because we've got these guys trapped already, but I'm being a little extra difficult. another general here, so I will go with both tank units. Now, they have some infantry defending them, but I don't think they're going to be able to put up much of a fight. And we broke the enemy infantry units, forced the general to retreat. And now it's almost just like a hunt for these Soviet generals. Let's see if we can break through here. More tank units. More panzers. Keep moving these guys forward. If we got another tank unit, I'm moving him in. Let's go for the coup de grace here. I'm even going to attack with my general. I don't give a damn. Everybody attacks. Awesome, guys. We got them both to retreat. And I feel like we're doing a lot of damage to the enemy infantry units, or the enemy tank units here, and general units. Now I want to cancel that attack. 9. We'll go back. That's just not useful. We do also have some more armored units here. I didn't realize. Looks like an SDKFZ. And maybe we can attack. No, still doesn't seem like it's going to be a very good idea. Although the enemy is pretty badly damaged here, but 2 tank units can definitely stand up to us. So I guess we're just going to keep moving east through the swamps. At this point, we can at least start putting our guys on somewhat of a front line here, because this swampy area is so bad. I just hate it. But as long as we can make it work for us, we should be alright. Alright. Just going to send 2 units against this infantry unit. Maybe 1 will do. Unbelievable. We already got him to retreat. That was fast. And with the rest of these guys, I am going to be moving across the river, but I want to get behind the enemy. So we're going to keep trying to cut the enemy off here. And sadly, these units are going to have to move through some really bad terrain, namely these swamps. There's really no choice. They must move forward. And of course, we have a city here to attack. I'm going to go ahead and list the defenders, or list the attackers here. I'm going to send in our SS unit and our Hungarians, and some more infantry units to go ahead and just hit this garrison with everything. Panicked. Not bad. And Rovno is ours. We'll go ahead and actually move in and officially take Rovno for the German Reich. And if we can, I will get another attack going here. But first, I'm sending our SS unit to close off that general. Make sure he can't escape. We've got this general trapped, guys. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. With the rest of these guys, I'm going to move forward just a little bit and try to stop the enemy from getting too much, gaining too much in this area. Let's go ahead and finish off the unit here first. We've got so many units that could go in for the attack, but I think massive we're going to get here. I mean, the most we're going to get here is 300 or 400 attack. I'll go ahead and send in 1 more tank unit and 1 more infantry unit. No, we're not going to get it up to 400, so let's just do 293. This should be enough to do a tremendous amount of damage here against the enemy. Not bad. We've panicked them all. They are definitely scared, and I think we just destroyed one of the generals. And of course now Tarnakov is ours. Let's move in there. Tarnopol, excuse me. I can't see the full name of the damn town. That's alright though. Alright, we're going to continue moving past Tarnopol here. And I'm really just stacking this front line, because this is going to be where we want to break through. I don't think we're going to be able to do much attacking this turn on this southern front because, let's be honest, we're going to run out of action points pretty soon, but we are going to keep stacking. Forwards! Alright, here we go. List. And yeah, all we have there is 1 unit that can attack a tank unit. Should be enough to wipe out this infantry unit. There we go. Broke them. Shattered them. A few guys surrendered to us, of course, but some of them we simply rolled over with our tanks. Gotta be rough in this particular war, what can I say? Got some tank units back here too, by the way. Move them forward, and I'm gonna move these generals forward as well. From Lvov, we'll move these guys forward as well. And actually, this general's taking quite a bit of time. The Panzergruppe HQ to get there. I don't like that. They should definitely be going a lot faster there. So somebody mentioned that we are about to be cut off here, and they were absolutely right. What they didn't take into account is the fact that we were going to be breaking through in the north here. So I'm actually going to try to break out of this encirclement by moving forward. 4 Hungarian units, or Romanian units, against 1 Russian unit. And at least we got them to retreat. That's going to open up our ability to move a little bit. And sadly, we are going to have to attack this tank with 2 infantry units. That can't be bad. I mean, that can't be good. But we're going to try anyway. Could be worse. And actually, we got the enemy to retreat, which is pretty amazing. As for this area over here, I think the only thing we can do is continue moving and trying to take, of course, Sevastopol. Sevastopol is our main goal. I'm not sure if we could take out this army, but we're going to do everything we can. So one thing I think we can do is, first of all, we can knock this guy's chances out of surviving out completely. Hit him with 2 of these Romanian units. Nice. We broke that unit, crushed them, and we're also trying to get to Odessa, of course. That would be a beautiful steal. So I'm going to try to break through here to Odessa. Just look at that. We're going to first send in all of these Romanian infantry units, maybe 1 German unit to give them some battlefield expertise. Not bad. And the enemy retreated, of course. We're going to keep trying to hit the units with our remaining units here. 214. If we can get up to 300, I'll go for it, but we can't. So 214 is about enough. Beautiful, men. Once again, the enemy's retreated, guys, and we are right there on the rail line, probably causing some trouble. I'll send some more guys forward, but this is exactly what we want. We want this kind of back and forth. I'm actually going to move just a little bit more into their lines. It may not have been the greatest idea, but at this point, I'm almost moving forward to get out of that encirclement. That's my goal right now. I'm basically doing a counterattack here to get out of that encirclement, and I think it's going to work. There we go. Enemy is retreating. Oh, that's men. And over here, we can definitely do some damage. Forward. Show no mercy. Awesome. We've got the enemy pulling back here. We've got some more Germans here, and I'm going to start moving them forward. But getting across this river is kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see if we can get this general over here, get him in somewhat of a better position, and if we could attack this infantry unit, that'd be awesome, but I don't think we can. I think we're out of unit moves for this turn, but damn, we did a lot here, guys. Do you think we did the right thing? Let me know in the comments down below, first of all. I'm going to see if I can hit this unit here. No. Pretty sure we're out of attacks, but I always like to check. A tremendous amount of enemies here, and I am glad to be sending in a large force of infantry to attack them. Destroy the tanks! Get your Panzerschrecks, boys! Alright, running out of action points, but before we did, we, first of all, didn't take a lot of hits there on the left side, and on the right side, we did manage to make a lot of these guys retreat. So, you know what? We can pat ourselves on the back just a little bit. Over here, we should be able to still hit... No! We're out of action points. I would love to still be able to hit that, general unit, but it's just not something we can do right now. Nope. We'll see over here. Can we do anything? Actually, we technically can. We've been through this, though, and yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I'd really love to. Don't get me wrong. Nice! We can still get an attack on the Riga front, my friends! Nice. More retreating Russians. I always like to see that. And if we have an ability to move these infantry forward, we're going to do that. I think we do. They might even have the ability to attack, but can't be certain on that. Don't quote me. So no, we don't have any action points there. But we're moving closer and closer every turn. That's what matters, right, guys? If we can get this guy on the railroad... Hello, it's the Gestapo. 9. I swear I've been attacking. I swear I have not stopped, not even once. Alright, well, that's okay. So we do have, obviously, a city over here that I'm going to basically try to stop the enemy from getting to. And yeah, that's more or less all I'm going to do there. I could try to play a few more cards, but let's take a look at the possible decisions. So, the more earning situation briefing here at OKW, Reich Marshal Göring requested a greater oil allocation for the Luftwaffe. I have obtained a copy of his submission and will have it couriered over to your headquarters promptly. I do not agree with this proposal. I consider it dangerous. And actually, the guy sending me this message is Solsen, and he's an anti-Nazi. He's neutral. And right now, we are actually trying to get into Hitler's good graces. So I'm going to say that Hitler is right. I'm going to go ahead and just let it go. Sorry, guys, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. High fuel usage by our mechanized divisions. The figures before me are astounding, if not unbelievable. Demanded verification of the facts before bringing this matter to your attention. It appears that your situation is as bad as indicated by the reports. Our fuel expenditure is unsustainable. I strongly recommend issuing orders to a mechanized division requiring a more measured advance that minimizes fuel use. We might have to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid excessive maneuvering. So in this case, we will still advance, but, you know, no fancy flanking attacks, as explained there. An atrocity suffered. It is a sad indictment of modern war that such things happen. The following commander has a sorry tale to relate. Professionals fight wars adhering to well understood rules. Apparently, the Bolsheviks haven't been informed of these. Perhaps they haven't chosen to ignore them. Either way, you're obligated to acknowledge the incident and to communicate your empathy to the commander and his men. Anything less would be a dereliction of your duty. Wow, so I guess they must have killed. Or we could cover up the incident. I think I'm going to cover up the incident. We got to do what is best for the soldiers, yes. So our war crimes immunity is +1. Previously 0. This is amazing, guys. So we even have war crimes immunity in this game. We also have a tire shortage. And Soviet truck, pool equipped with gas, AA trucks. We just found these to be superior to our own Verrückt mixture of vehicles. They would be a welcome addition to our struggling Grosstransportraum. Unfortunately, I've been informed that they all been confiscated by either the theater or PC HQs in order to supplement their depleted organic truck capabilities. Captured trucks by right should be immediately released for use as directed by myself and my officers. I agree. His relation with me is poor, but I'm going to demand, or I'm going to leave half the truck. So this way we're sort of working with both. Von Rundstedt's not going to really like that, but I'm glad that we're getting better with Posen. And we should also relocate the forward supply base to Lvov. I think this is probably a good idea. We'll go ahead and make that decision. Okay, guys, we will end our turn. That was a long turn, and I hope we made the right decisions here. Let's hope that we did, and let's see what the enemy has in store for us. Let's go ahead, end our turn, and we'll turn it over to the Bolsheviks. See them staying there near Minsk, and we're very close to taking Minsk, guys. Near Kiev, it looks like they are just trying to form one massive pocket, and we should be able to flank these guys and maybe even trap them in that pocket. There are a lot of men there, but I feel confident we could break through. Odessa is also looking very delicious, and it looks like we may be able to take it in our next turn. It looks like they're pulling out of Odessa. I don't know why. But current business of this section, what is to take place in citations for bravery of the individual's name, which now must be omitted for Wehrmacht communiques on order of the Führer? What? Alright, Panzer Group in summary. Sven saw Unteroffizier Florian banging his head against the wall of a peasant hut today. Bang, bang. The entire wall shook. He'd removed his helmet and was trying to headbutt the peasant abode into extinction. Having responsibilities wouldn't be for the faint-hearted, but would it do this to you? Or, the word of the platoon is that we are 60 kilometers west of Riga, guys. So they know that we're getting close to Riga up here in the north. But the fact is we're not there yet. And until we're there, I'm not going to feel very safe. So let's hope we can break through. I might even start attacking with our Finnish troops here. They look like they could do some damage to the enemy, but I don't want to mess too much with that front. And hopefully you guys have some good suggestions as to what to do here. Look at that open territory. Our tanks should be able to march right through there, and we may even be able to lower some of the fuel allocation for our men. Let's take a look at our relationships here. We've got strong relationships with Göring and von Bock and von Rundstedt. Pretty good relationships with Gerke, but very bad relationships with General Wagner. And also very bad relationships with von Brauchitsch of OKW. So hopefully we can get our relations up with these guys, but I like to think we're doing all right, and hopefully we can keep this up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, and don't hesitate to give some advice, but also don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up button and share this video. Thank you, guys. Take care.